Alright, hey class. Um, since some of you reached out and asked about the actual video tutorial for the project, I figure I recorded one for you and walk you through what the written instruction mean. Without further ado, in the instruction is basically telling you to first download Python and download a text editor program. Then you also need to install some Microsoft dependency in order to run your Python application. Okay, so to save time, I have already downloaded all three of that. This is the Python program, this is the Microsoft dependency, and this is the text editor. You will install each of those three separately before you start. I uninstalled Python on my computer already to give you a fresh start. The only thing I kept is Sublime Text. What you can see here, this is Sublime Text. It is a text editor that, depending on the extension of your file, it will use different color scheme so you can see them much better. Alright, so this is a Python program. Thank you. Since this is a Python program, it's already have everything color scheme for you. You can see everything. That's why I really recommend this tool, since you can also use it for Java and any other applications that you may have. You can also use it as a regular text editor. Alright, going back here, I'm going to first install Python again. I already provide the download link for you, so you should be able to see it. What happens when you click on this is make sure you choose both of these. Okay, choose both options. Then you install. Alright. Whenever this finishes installing, I show you how to validate that you have Python installed correctly on your computer. Whoops. Alright, so you can see that it was successfully installed. You should have this message. Alright, then just click close. Next, go ahead and install Visual Build tool. I have also provided a link for it. When you open it though, this is what you should see. What you want to choose is the Visual C++ Build tool. Now, long story short, this helps you enhance the environment that Python gonna run in. Just download and install it. Okay. It's gonna take a while. In the meantime, because you have already installed Python, open your command prompt window. Alright. You don't need this tool right now to run Python. Python is already installed, so you can run it if you want to. This tool is needed because later on you're going to download the MySQL connector, which requires this tool in order for it to run on Windows. Okay. Now, to know if you have Python installed successfully, in the command prompt, you just type Python. If it actually did install successfully, you will see this message. What this basically means is you have Python installed. The version of the installation was 3.7.0. Okay, and now you're actually in the Python runtime environment. This means you can write your code or your script in Python now. This is no longer the regular command prompt. This has turned into a Python environment. So if I do print young, you can see that this command print out my name. Okay, this is just to verify that you have Python installed. You don't have to do anything in here. So once you know you have Python installed, either press X to exit out this string, or just type exit, which is the command that will allow you to exit out of the Python runtime environment. See? So now I'm back to my regular command prompt. Okay? Alright. Because you use the MSI installer package, which is this file over here, it should also have installed the pip dependency for you automatically. Now, if you go to this tutorial, here is where I say we need to install this in order to run MySQL correctly. What you need to do is after you have exit out the Python program by either typing exit with the semicolon, then press enter, or close the command prompt. Right? If you close it, you have to reopen it. So it's better if you just type exit. Once you go in here, you can put this command down and let it install. Okay, and what it's basically saying is I already have this in store, so my computer is all good now. If during the installation, the only thing you have to remember is that you may or may not need this Visual Studio Build Tool 2017 when you do the initial installation. If you have any exception, it usually means that you don't have the Visual C++ Build Tool available for you. And that's why you have to download this build tool first before you can tell the pip command to download this dependency, MySQL connector Python. This pip command comes when you install Python, but to install the second part, which is the dependency that you need in order to connect to MySQL database from your Python programming language, you need to have that Visual Build Tool first to download it successfully. Okay. Once you already have this, all you have to do now is simply run the file that I have provided for you. The way to do it is you must first know where the file is located at. For me, the file is located right on my desktop. So what I would do is I would go to my desktop. And the file is called demo.py. Okay, that's my file. See, really quickly, cd when you're on the command prompt. This means this is the current directory that you are in. Instead of using the UI, you now using the command prompt. So you in this directory. cd just means I want to go to some other location. In this case, I want to go to my desktop. Right? So I recommend for you to put the because this is not a programming class, I'm not gonna go too deep into how the directory and everything work, but just put the demo.py file on your desktop, then type cd desktop to go to it. Once you're in here already, all you have to do, if you want to run any Python script or test script, just type Python, then type the actual file name, in this case demo.py. Okay, you cannot just type demo.py, it won't work. You have to type Python first, so it knows, okay, I want to use Python to execute this file, and you just press enter. This is going to execute this file, so whatever code you have written in this file, it will be executed by the Python compiler. Now I'm just gonna pause this, and I already have this. I'm just redoing this so you know that you're supposed to download this first before you can run the pip install MySQL connector. Alright. The result of this script was 2 and 3. Very quickly, I basically have it connect to my MySQL database, print out all the rows from a table. And in my table, I only have one column, which is ID. I have two rows. Row 1 with ID 2, row 3 with ID 3. I'm sorry, row 1 with ID 2 and row 2 with ID 3. basically insert into my table value 2, insert into my table value 3. That's why you see it printed at 2 and 3. Okay, and you're done. That's how you install Python and run the demo.py file. Okay, for your assignment though, if you open Sublime Text, once you open this, sorry, that's some restaurant menu that I have for my wedding. Once you open this, the easiest way is just drag the demo.py file in here. It will automatically open a new tab for you. And that was student assignment. Let me just close this. When you open this file, you're gonna see these red outline. It's red out because I have this hashtag value. For in Python, whenever you have hashtag, that means Python will not try to execute anything after the hashtag at all. This means this is a comment, right? I'm leaving comment in my code that hopefully can further explain what each of the line mean. First thing is I'm going to utilize MySQL.connector. Okay, this MySQL.connector come from this over here. Okay, so after downloading it, I'm now telling my Python, hey, I want to use this dependency by using the import statement. Okay, then now I want to connect to my actual database, which is being hosted online via DB for free. The command for it is mysql.connector.connects. I'm giving it my username, password, the host, and the database. The first thing you have to do is please take out the user, the password, and the database, and put in your own dbforfree.net account information. Alright, then I then tell it, okay, I want to have a cursor so that I can execute any queries that I want to against this database. Then I execute a query. Alright, this table have to exist in your database. In your case, the table may not be called test. The table may be called something else. Similarly, the database might not be class demo. The database will be something else. Just select all from your table. The project requires you to print out the content of 2 of your tables, right? But since this is not a programming language, I went ahead and do all the code for you. You just have to replicate some pieces of it to print out the content of the second table. So here, this whole thing is basically I'm showing you how to connect to the database, how to print out the content of one table. Okay. Let's execute this query. This next line store the result of the query execution. This next slide go through each of the row and print them out. Now Python is a space-sensitive programming language. That means all the space in here are actually space-sensitive. For your assignment, you should swap this table with your own table. You can keep all the rest of the code. So by just swapping the database connection and the table name, is going to print out the content of one of the table already for you. Now you have to basically you could copy this part, right, and duplicate it, then redo the exact same thing to print out the content of your second table. Okay, that's all pretty easy. Okay, now if you have any question, just let me know. Reach out to me ASAP. Don't wait to the last minute because I may not have time to help you. All right, but that's all. So really all you have to do is, again, change the connection detail, change the table name. This should allow you to print out the content of one table already. Now you have to duplicate the code so you can print out the content of the second table. Right? And literally what you would duplicate is this section. Okay? Alright, have a nice day.